true. There is a red flag in Wabash River, less than 2 miles away from Tony Klein's home, that is shared with his son Keegan Klein, who has been arrested for CSAM finally in 2020. And it's true that the murder sheets, who have always had good information, regardless of what you think about them, you might be like me and not really appreciate them on a personal level, but you might trust that their information's going to be right. It's true that they have not only insinuated, but they have alleged that the Wabash River search is to do with Delphi murders, the murders of Abby and Libby. But what's also true is that the fake news or whatever is just going to, I think, be on a rapid fire now. Everyone is vulnerable to believing information, okay? But I think we've got experience to know how the information is going to be given to us. I mean, sure, someone might see Tony Klein be arrested. They would take a photo using their mobile phone, no doubt, right? And news crews and various people in Peru or wherever would be very quickly onto that, and we'd have something more verifiable. There's a lot of, let's just call them mischievous people right around, okay, and they either are sadistic or they just get titillated somehow, spreading rumors and making people dance and creating sensations, and then they sit back and laugh. But everyone is on tenterhooks, because we can't deny that little red flag is in the river, and they search for weeks and weeks. Now it could be, I thought at first, I don't know, I mean, it could really be just to do with CSAM. It could be a device, an electronic device or something. I don't know how that would help. It would be ruined in the water, but it might prove something. But it is likely they were looking for a weapon. They looked a long time, and so you would hope they were looking for a gun and looking for a knife, perhaps. And if they found these things, yeah, something is going to happen. I'm not saying this very well, but I think until we see Doug Carter crying and laughing and just having heart attacks all over the press, all over the news, I don't know. It's such a cruel thing. I mean, I think what might have started things was a neighbor has gone on the news to say that they saw Tony Klein. Hey Dee. Yeah, I've got to get off here now. I'm on my way to work. But yeah, this whole Delphi thing, right? But I don't think we should be listening to people who have a poor track record, is what I'm saying. I think when the time comes, it will be indisputable. There's not going to be any question, and it's not going to be a creeper where we're watching. It's just going to be bam, press release. That's just what I think. And it's just such a pity that there are people around that get their jollies from spreading false information. So I think maybe there's been a couple of instances. Maybe the neighbor has come out and lied, and then I think what's happened is the people who are the false sources for people have have implemented that, or utilized it or whatever, capitalized on that, to give some sort of credence to their tomfoolery, right? I think we need to be very cautious. You know, so things are going down. You see on Reddit, a helicopter's going over, or I think it's a Facebook comment or Reddit comments again that Murder Sheet have closed their Facebook down and things like that. And these are all false. But, you know, because people are taking advantage of the fact that everybody knows that something might be happening, we're desperate for the news. I mean, there are people with a whole lot invested, aren't there? There's people with a whole lot invested because they've been trolling the community with their filth and with their nastiness for a year or 2 or 3. You know, there's a lot of people that are going to have egg on their faces, and there's probably a lot of people that actually don't want anything to happen with the clients, and that wished that no evidence would be found, because it just, you know, highlights. I mean, it'll be like Watts Island. People are going to keep talking about it anyway. I've really got to go. God, I don't even know what I look like, but I'm just trying to read the screen. I can't. Anyway, gotta go, but it's just, yeah, what a mess. It's so nasty. But this is Delphi for you, right? And what what people do is they take this little bit of something and they use that to their advantage. And I think that's what's happened now, is people have taken the lie of the neighbour who wanted some attention and knew how he could get it, and they've ran with that. Anyway, I really have to go. Oh my gosh. Bye. See you later, guys.